Thank you, Kristen, for having me. And hi to everyone who joined us this afternoon. Thank you for your time. Today's webinar won't take too long. It's just simply because our business model is very straightforward. I'll just simply explain what we do, who we are, how can you join, and Kristen will jump in at the end, tell you about our Overstock Runner program with URG. How can you use that tool for more sales? At the end, we will open for questions. Okay, let's go to the first part. What does my company do? My company, Continental International Import and Export, was founded in 2013. Our warehouse based in Houston, Texas. We specialize in business-to-business wholesaling, which has two main paths, including used auto parts and OEM new parts. I'm in charge of the used auto parts purchasing, and that's also be my main focus today. This is how our business operates. We buy used engines and transmissions all over United States. Then we exporting them out of the country. Right now, we are wholesaling more than 2,000 parts per month across 5 continents, mainly focused to Middle East. Okay, let's talk about who we are. In auto recycling business, reputation is a very, very important part. I mention this is because some of the exporters have ruined their reputation. In the past 2 years, I met a lot of yard owners at conventions in different states. Some of them, their first question for me is, have you heard Fresh Pass before? That's actually already a nicer way other than just questioning whether I'm related to Fresh Pass. The answer is 100% no. Our company actually has a longer history than Fresh Pass. Just a simple example. When Fresh Pass tried to get in the door of LKQ, our company already had $1 million purchase with LKQ for years. That's also part of my company's developing history. We have been mainly order ocean container loads from LKQ and shipping those out of country directly. And in the past 2 years, we are trying to expand our business with all the auto shops in the States. Some of you may already met me in the ERA, URG convention, or trading shows. Some of you may got the phone calls from my purchasing team, and I thank you for all your business. Here are just some of the shops we currently have business with. If you are new to us and have concerns, don't hesitate to email me. I will be happy to provide you a list of business reference. In this slide, you can see our warehouse location in Texas. And in this picture, you can see how we pallet the used engines in the ocean container. You can also go to our website. Here's the address to contact us or see what we do. And you can search our Eden names on Hollander PowerLink also. And the last part, we will talk about how we can do business together. How you can join us. It's actually very simple and easy. Method 1 is email. Method 2 is with the URG Overstock Runner Report. With an email that I can send you the list to see what you have in your inventory. Then you can give me a quote with the ones matching your price range. The quantities could be vary from 1 engine to 100 engines, or even more. We take them all. With the new shops, we usually only start under 30 units. That's just to make sure everybody is on the same page. After the first order, and if everything all good, we done business and we buy as many as you have. As further, we don't require warranty as long as all the parts come in test running. We only buy cutouts, no ports. Since we don't do any repair in our warehouse, the engine has to be complete. Some of them may have just minor problems like broken oil pan or broken intake that you won't be able to take. For example, if the engine has a broken oil pan, it may cause leaking oil during the transportation, and the freight company will charge us for that. For the shipping part, some of you want us to arrange freight. Some of you may want to handle the shipping yourself. We're good either way. We're very flexible. It all depends on your preference and the freight cost, of course. And we do have a mailing list, an updated list, and send them out every month. If you want to get this list, here's my contact information. That's my email address. And that's all for my part. And I thank you for joining us. And I will hand this to Kristen talking about the Overstock Runner program.
Yeah, thanks, Sophia. And I'll go ahead and take over the screen now. And sorry for those of you who had a little bit of trouble hearing her. We will open up the Q&A at the end. So if you had questions that maybe she went over and you weren't able to hear what she was saying, then just drop them in those chats and we can address them in just a second. Alrighty. So as Sophia said, we're going to show you guys how to run through the URG Overstock Runner program. This is going to highlight anything that you have versus what Continental International is purchasing. Again, this will highlight the parts you want to sell and you'll print the report. So this is separate from our core program. To access it, you'll go to urgsalessupport.com. You'll see this little login screen. You'll just click log in. You'll come to this little sidebar over here on the left, and you will choose Overstock Runner Reports right here. So this will take you to this screen, and you'll have several different options to search your inventory. For those of you who do use our core program, it does have a similar interface, so you'll kind of be already familiar with how to use it. But there'll be an inventory part search and a vehicle search. With the inventory part search, you can search stock number, location, age, price, and part type. For Overstock Runner, we have the engine assembly and the transmission transaxle. For instance, they have 3 engines that Continental International is purchasing. So if I wanted to create the output report, I would just select the ones I want to send until they're highlighted, and then choose the output type. You can print all of them, or you can print the selected. I just want to do the selected ones, and I'll click output report, and that'll just let me print it. So then I notify Continental International that these are the parts I want to send, and then I communicate with Sophia. So for those of you who want a screenshot of how to actually do this rundown, I know I had technical difficulties there. I also will share my screen, will show my PowerPoint, and in this I will show you how to walk through it. So if you want to screenshot this page, this is going to be the step-by-step of what I just did. And again, you'll probably have less difficulties than I did. But log into URG Sales Support, select the Overstock Runner Report on the left-hand tab. You'll search the stock location, age, price, or part type. Again, it's engine assembly or transmissions. You'll run the report, and then you'll select each of the items you want to sell by clicking the price until it's highlighted. Then you'll choose the output type and print the selected runners. So again, that's when you notify Continental International and let them know that you're selling to them. So if you have questions for URG, this is our contact information. You can ask for Michael, Amanda, or myself, Kristen. We're happy to help you guys walk back through this, or if you have any questions for Sophia, here is her contact information as well. And again, we know that today's webinar has been pretty short, so we're going to open it up for questions either for us or for Sophia.
Oh, I see one question. Who pays? Hold on, it disappeared.
So the question was, who pays the ride? So I assume that means who pays for the part shipping. Sophia, do you know?
Yeah, about who pays for the shipping. Can you hear me now? Is it
Yes,
loud enough?
much better, yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. Regarding of the shipping problem, that is, it's actually up to the yards. We can arrange the shipping if the yards prefer us to, or if the yards wants to handle the shipping themselves. It's all good with us. It all depends on how much for you or for me to pay for the shipping. Then we can discuss that.
And then Sophia, the next question is, do you buy from Canadian yards?
Oh, right now we don't, but we're looking forward to do that in the future though. So far we have some not problems, but we haven't done that with Canada companies so far. So right now we don't, but if the price is right, we are open for that. Is that all the questions so far?
So far, yes. Anybody else have any questions? There's the chat box again.
Would you sell to yard? I'm not sure I understand the question correctly. Right now, we only buy used engines and transmissions in United States and ship them out of the country. Yeah, all the shipping is going to our Houston warehouse location. That's correct. There are two questions just passed by. I didn't see them sometimes.
Did you see the first question, Sophia? Are these loaded up in a Gaylord box or shipped on a pallet?
We prefer ship on the pallet, but a lot of yards know the right way to put them in the Gaylord box. We're open for that also. As long as they come in not damaged, we're fine with that.
And then the next question was, sometime in the South, they have different engines needed than in the North. So I don't know if that was a question.
That we have a list that is categorized by the Hollander interchange number. That's what we go with. So each unique inventory number has its model and type. So we make sure we buy in the right thing.
And to piggyback off of that, we do have an interchange search as well. If you click that vehicle search tab, so when we did the inventory part search, there's also another tab to do the vehicle search, and you can put that an interchange in there as well if you're trying to see if they buy that interchange.
Okay, I see another question. Was there a minimum that we can ship each time or maximum? There's no minimum or maximum at all. That, as I mentioned before, we can take one, we can take 100. Or it depends on your inventory and how many you want to sell. Email address, yes. This, I would share my email address right here.
And Sophia, while you're typing your email address, can you kind of go back over how you guys are different than Fresh Path. I know it was a little bit hard to hear you there for a second, so I just want to reiterate to these yards that you are not Fresh Path and you are not associated with them.
Sure, no problem. Yeah, we actually have longer history than Fresh Pass. And like years ago, when we were doing business with LKQ and Fresh Pass want to do business with LKQ, they actually was shut down by them. And we already have longer history than them. And I believe their main market is in Asian, and we are mostly focused on Middle East. So we have nothing to do with them. And a lot of people have this concern is because of the payment issue they had with Fresh Pass, that our company pay in front with credit card. So we make sure you got the payment first, then you can ship out. So you have nothing to worry about.
All right.
And I also typed my email address is exportersophia@gmail.com.
Perfect. And then Sam asks, is the freight included on the price listed on the Overstock Runner Report?
Yeah, the freight with the URG program, it is included. But as I said before, if your shipping company charging you too much, we can talk about that after letting me know how many quantity you have. I believe that's all our questions so far.
Yep. We'll go ahead and, oh, we have one more.
Oh, one more, great. Go ahead, Sam.